Hi, everyone. Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome to another Sunday. I'm Ian, the Off-Kilter Crafter. Hope you're having a great day today. What do I normally say? Normally say good morning, West Coast, good afternoon, East Coast, and hello to everybody in between and outside. It's Ian, the Off-Kilter Crafter. I hope you're having a great day today. I'm just realizing I didn't turn on my ring light. I'm looking straight at it and did not turn on the ring light. So let me do that really quick. Good whatever time of day it is for you. I am exhausted. Why am I exhausted? Well, you see, I thought it would be a great idea to catch a 6 a.m. flight. And in order to catch that 6 a.m. flight, to just stay up all night. Because I would have to get up at 3 in the morning to get to the airport in time. So I thought I would wake up I thought I would just stay up all night and leave at 3. And then, yeah, that happened. So I have not slept in over 24 hours. So I'm a little tired. So I may not be as energetic today. I may not be my usual peppy self, but I'm going to do my best to make it happen because we have lots to do on our Sewalong. And I appreciate y'all joining me here today. Who do we have in the chat today? We've got all the usual suspects are here. I want to give a quick shout out to Beth Ann and Susan O'Neill Smith. Thank you so much, guys, for joining my silver level membership. See, it's already starting. Thank you guys for being channel members. I greatly appreciate it. Also, guess who? Nancy is a channel member. Catherine is a channel member. Louise, Math Geek, Melissa, Pat Strawhouse. I think Jackie is in there. Yep, Jackie, Melissa. Thank you guys so much for being channel members. And if you're not a channel member, thank you for being here. All of your watch time helps support my channel, and I greatly appreciate you taking the time to join me on a Sunday afternoon or morning and do the things. Do the things. Cindy says you will be ready for bed soon. Well, see, here's the problem, Cindy. I don't get to go to bed soon. I don't even know if I get to take a nap because I had the smart idea of, hey, I get in to Dallas-Fort Worth at a reasonable time, I think I got in at like 8 a.m. We were 45 minutes early. I don't know how that happens, but my plane was 45 minutes early. Go figure that one. And so I booked tickets to see Beetlejuice the Musical tonight with my friend. Good job, right? Yeah, that's me. So, Tammy says, hi, Ian. Glad you didn't forget about us today since you're tired and have been on vacation. I would never forget about y'all if at all possible. And we have stuff to do. I did set up today to be a pretty easy day. Like, I at least had that forethought to make today at least a little easy day. So if you are working on the Showering Stars pattern, we're doing a sew-along. If you didn't know it already, we're doing a sew-along to the Showering Stars pattern. And this pattern calls for jelly roll and some fabric in order to put this quilt together, but I'm not going to use jelly roll. I'm going to use my scraps, which you can kind of start to see over here. I'm going to use my scraps to put together the star tails and the star pieces because I have enough scraps and they're only 2.5-inch squares or 2.5-inch strips. So I figure that will be enough to, I think it'll make it a very cool, scrappy kind of quilt. So if you're interested in the Showering Stars pattern, I linked to it down in the description. We're going to be working on this over the next few months. We're going to be kind of flexible with how this all works out. And what I've done is we are going to be working on something and then during the week we cut. So we're going to be sewing something on the Sunday Lives and then I give you a week to cut out the next step in the process. So take a look at the video series that I have on my YouTube channel and you can see exactly how I laid it out. Next week, we are going to be working on the star points. So make sure to have your fabric cut for all the star points because that's what we're going to be working on next. There's a lot of cutting instructions in here, guys. So I wanted to break it down and make it a little easier so that way you don't have to sit and cut the entire thing out at one time. You can work on one section and then we sew it and then we cut another section and then we sew it. Hopefully that makes it easy and you'll follow along pretty well. Kathy says, my first time after you spending time with Becca and Tiff. Hi, Kathy. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm glad you are here. And did you keep everyone else up, Pat? No. I offered for everyone else to go to bed. I did indeed offer for everyone else to go to bed. I was going to stay up. But Tiffany, Mama Nancy, and I all sat up and had a grand old time just talking and being silly. Becca did take a nap, and so she went and took a nap, and everybody was good to go after that. So it was a lot of fun, but I'm super tired. I'm gotta remember, I'm not in my early 20s anymore, and all-nighters are a lot harder. Lori says, it was nice to meet you at QuiltCon. It was nice to meet you, Lori. In fact, it was nice to meet everybody at QuiltCon. If you were there and said hello, it was wonderful to meet all of you. I love being able to put faces to the avatars and avatars to the names and all that kind of stuff. So thank you very much for saying hello. Also, another announcement, I have joined in once again this year for the SMP Quilt Fest. There is a link down to it in the description of this video. I am asking for your vote. I would love for you to vote for my quilt that is in the SMP Quilt Contest. And it is a online voting situation where starting tomorrow, Monday, I almost said June 4th. No, March 4th, tomorrow, starting March 4th through March 14th, you have the chance to basically give viewers choice to the quilts in that quilt show. I have entered. Thank you. Somebody just subscribed. Lee Ann, thank you so much for subscribing. I have put in Vortex. So I've entered Vortex into the SMP quilt show, and I would love for you to vote for my quilt. Would love to be able to get one of the top prizes for that quilt show. So I am asking for your vote and would greatly appreciate it. You can vote 2 times per day between tomorrow. I almost said now. You can start voting tomorrow, March 4th through March 14th, and then they do they end the voting and they'll reveal the winners and all that kind of stuff. So it'll be a lot of fun. Cindy, I'm not going to be sewing today. We're just going to be sorting. We're going to be sorting today. No sewing. Yeah, no sewing today. And then later, after we do some sorting, I figured I would do a QuiltCon and I almost said Mid-Cities. Nope, that's not it. It is the Mid-Atlantic Quilt Festival. We're going to do a little bit of a haul. Do y'all want to see what I got from QuiltCon? I figured y'all would want to see it. So I have a suitcase. There's literally a suitcase sitting on the floor of all the things that I bought from both of those. So if you want to stay tuned, we're going to do some sorting, and then after we do a little bit of sorting for a while, once I get either too tired of it or I sort everything, which I don't know how that's going to happen, but if once we get into it a little bit, I figure we'll do that kind of show and tell of what I bought from QuiltCon and the Mid-Atlantic Quilt Festival. Sound good? Give me a thumbs up if it is. I hope so. Let's see. Debbie says, foot massages all around. Absolutely. I wish that was the case. Laura says, I set the reminder, but alas, still late. Not sure how long I can last. I did a 4 a.m. airport run this morning, and I am exhausted. Laura, I feel you. Please, by all means, take a nap. Doreen and Pat both say, love the shirt. I love it too, very, very much. Phyllis says, isn't Vortex behind you? That is correct. It is behind me. Jackie, the link for the voting is in the description of this video. Head down there and you can find the link to it. Casey says, hi Ian, loved all of the QuiltCon videos you, Becca, and Tiffany made. Y'all seem to be having so much fun together. We had a blast. Lori, thank you so much for joining at the bronze level for my channel membership. Thank you for your support. Laura says, I'm in love with Vortex Quilt. I will be voting for it for sure. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for everyone who is going to be voting for me. And I just greatly appreciate it. My brain is not here today, guys. I am so sorry. Anna says, hi, Ian. Great seeing you, but honestly surprised. I thought an early flight a live and a show tonight was ambitious. Well, it definitely is. Agnes, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. I greatly appreciate your support. All right, so what I've done is I've gotten some bins off of Amazon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these bins. I've already labeled them. You can see the blue tape down there. I've labeled them with what color. I'm going to do... Anybody want to take a wild guess as how I'm going to sort my scraps? That's right, rainbow, because guess what? I'm going to be doing the Showering Stars pattern in rainbow. Shocking, I know. But there are 4 stars on there, and I figure I can do the first one in reds and orange, the second one in yellows and greens, the third one in blues and purples. That doesn't make sense. Wait, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Wait, that's only 3 stars. Oh dear, where did my brain go? I don't know, but hi everyone. My name's Ian. I'm the off-kilter crafter. I had this all planned out. I was like, there's 4 stars. We can do 2 of them. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to sort my scraps and I'll figure that out later. Tammy says, can you vote with your phone because I didn't see the link? You can vote by phone starting tomorrow. You can't start voting today. Voting is not open today. It only starts tomorrow. So if you try to vote today, it's not going to work. June says, I'm so glad the 3 of you had so much fun. So the 3 of us have never been in the same room at the same time. It's always been me and Tiffany, or Tiffany and Becca, or Becca and Ian, but like we've never been in the same room at the same time. So it was really great to spend time with Tiffany and Becca at QuiltCon, and then afterwards, checking out the Mid-Atlantic Quilt Show, hanging out at Becca's house. I learned a lot of great quilting tips and tricks from Tiffany. It was just a fun time all around, and I'm so glad that I got to spend the time with everybody. And I'm also very glad I got to meet Bill. He is often in So Becca's VIP Zooms. That's the word I'm looking for. He's often in there, and and it was great to meet him in person. He and I actually shared a room, and it was wonderful. It was a lot of fun, and Bill is a great person, so very glad I got the chance to meet him and hang out with him. Joan says, Ian, glad you're home safe. I know you guys had a great time at QuiltCon, and after you all got back to Becca's, the live was good. It was so much fun, guys. It was so much fun to go live with Becca and Tiffany and just be silly. It was a lot of fun, so I enjoyed that a lot. Right now, I have 2.5-inch squares. These actually, I got a sampler pack from Tula Pink when I placed an order. And so I'm going through that sampler pack and pulling out. This is actually from Roar. So I'm pulling them out and I'm going through them and trying to find like large color swatches. So this one, I might put that in like a pink. If I had a pink bin, I might put that in a pink bin, but some of these are like literally rainbow colors. So it's kind of hard to know where to put them. So I'm kind of setting them off to the side and just seeing what I can end up with. Let's see, Tracy, Judy, it should be there. It should say SMP Quilt Fest. Pull this, make sure it is there. I can double check really quick to make sure I did put the link. It should be down in the description box. Yes, there it is. I see it right there. So it is just above YouTube membership sign up. So look for the red dot. And then just above that, it'll say SMP Quilt Fest voting, which again does not open until tomorrow. Ian, add pink and teal. If I had bins for that, I would. I don't have enough bins. But yeah, I definitely need a pink and teal in there. Anna says pink, pink, red, orange, yellow, green, teal, blue, and purple. That's a good idea. I'm definitely gonna see if I can't make that, add that in, because I've got like a teal right here. So yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna have to add that. Cindy says, we are also glad to share your time. You share your time with us. I am so glad to be here, to be honest. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to hang out with everybody and just, do the things. Do the things that we are doing today. Does that make sense? I don't know. What do you think about this one? Should I do, I took my camera off so I can't see what I look like. What about this one? This one's both green and purple. Where should that one go? Tell me in the chat if you think it should go. Christine says, hi, Ian from Australia. I see you all had a good time at QuiltCon. We did have a good time at QuiltCon. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. Mikey says, I really enjoyed seeing all of you together in your lives. I wish I had been able to make it to meet y'all in person since you were about 2 hours from me, but had obligations. Totally understand that. It happens. Yep, family obligations. I gotcha. And the link isn't there. I try refreshing your browser. It should be there. I have it listed in the thingamabobber. Did I go on the, I'm hoping I didn't go live on the wrong thing, did I? I don't know. I probably did go wrong. Let's see here. I'm looking really quick. Nope, I am live on the right stream, so that is a good thing. So you may have to refresh your browser in order to see that information. It should be there. I'm gonna triple check. Oh, you are very right, guys. I do apologize. I don't know what happened, but I changed it in one place and it did not update. Okay, I just hit save again. Do apologize for that. I saw it in one place, but it wasn't showing up in another. Don't know why, but there we go. You should now see it. If you hit refresh, you should now see it in the thingamabobber down in the... I need a multi-bucket. You're right, Cindy. I do need a multi-bucket. Purple is the dominant color in that one, so we're going to go with purple. Thank you guys for your input. Do all the things. I don't have a multi-box, not yet at least. Hey Fallon, how are you? Good to see you here. Debbie, I hope I have solved that issue down in the description box. I don't know why. It literally. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a pink box because look, that is 100% pink. So I'm gonna definitely have to add a multi-box to that one. And this one is reading green to me, mostly green. So I'm gonna put that in the green bin. Maybe you're dreaming it, Cindy. It would, maybe. I don't know. I did fly out, like I said, at 6 this morning, and I dozed for a moment. Like, I would be sitting in the seat, and all of a sudden my head would just go, Frunk! And it would wake me back up. So, Casey said, there it is. Okay, good. I'm so glad that I was able to get the link in there. I do apologize. I don't know why it just wasn't showing up, but it's there now. So head into the description of this video and you should now see the link for the SMP Quilt Fest starting tomorrow. Remember, that's when voting starts. All right, so this is definitely purple, so I'm gonna put that in the purple bin. I'm so smart. I thought about this. I was like, let's make tomorrow an easy day. Well, not tomorrow. Let's make it an easy day when I decide to go live. And so I did. I made it an easy day. And I'm just going to be sorting fabric and talking about all the things. Christina says, love that shirt. Well, Christina, I had a wonderful friend here on YouTube. They sent me this shirt. They actually sent it to Becca, and they did not want me to know who it is. So I hate the fact that I don't know who it is because I would love to send a quilted postcard to you. I know that's not enough thanks for your hard work that you put into this shirt, but I absolutely love this shirt. I talked about this. I bought this fabric when I visited Becca back in November, and we went on that quilt shop hop, and I loved the fabric, and I was like, I don't know what to do with the fabric, and somebody in the chat said, why don't you make a t-shirt and a button-up T-shirt, and I was like, that is such an amazing idea. I would love to do that. And so I have been working on making a T-shirt. I got a pattern and started doing it, and then this shirt showed up, and Becca brought it to me at QuiltCon, and I wore it, and I love this shirt so much. So if you are the one that made this shirt for me, I cannot thank you enough. It fits me perfectly, and I love it to death. So thank you from the bottom of my heart so much for creating this for me. I love it. It has a special place in my closet, and I'm so excited to get to wear it and show it off. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate it so much. There you go. No worries, Tammy. That's my fault. I didn't even know that it was. I didn't even know that it wasn't there. I don't know why it wasn't there. It should have been there, but it wasn't. So I don't know. I don't know. Kathy says, I'm laughing with you on the sleeping on the plane head bob. It happens. It's really horrible. Laura, I can't sleep on an airplane. My husband is 6'5", and sitting in coach is brutal for him. It is so brutal. And it's really hard to sit there. And I don't sleep on planes. I just don't. I don't know why. Oh no, I had hoped that you would be able to sleep on that flight. Isn't it like 3 hours? I've done a similar one from Baltimore to Houston. Yes, it's about 3 hours. And we got there 45 minutes early. Don't know how that works. But yeah, I definitely did not sleep. I dozed, and like there were moments where my head did that bobby thingy, and it just, I don't know. Pat Boo wonders what color my background is going to be. My background is going to be a black, kind of like grayish black. So that's going to be my background. It's got silver and copper flakes in it. So it's going to look like stars. June says, that was so nice of whoever made it for you. I agree. I love it so much. I love this shirt so much. I really, really do. And it makes me so happy that they wanted to take their time to make it for me. I think we can definitely call this orange, right? I think this one was definitely an orange. Casey says, Ian, your shirt would make an awesome quilt. Pattern love the colors. Yes, I agree. I think this would make an awesome quilt as well. And I have, she sent me, he or she, I don't know, sent me the extra fabric, and then I have a couple of yards in my closet, which would be a lot of fun to, make a quilt out of. It looks tailored fit for you. I know, it fit me perfect. I put it on in the hotel room at QuiltCon, and I was like, oh, it fits. It was like Cinderella's slipper. It fits perfectly. Christina says, sorry, it wasn't me. That's okay. No worries. No worries at all. This is reading orange to me, so I'm going to put it in the orange. Kathleen says, I love the bowling shirts for 2 years in high school. So fun, looks great, and comfortable. It is totally comfortable. I love it. Kathy says, the shirt is beautiful. Is it knit fabric or cotton? It is cotton. It is actually quilting cotton, if I'm not mistaken. So it's very nice. It is very, very nice to wear. And that is just too small to put into this. We did have a great tailwind, Lisa. I was very surprised. We were apparently flying, literally, back home. Unfortunately, at one point, I had my headphones in. I was trying to listen to calm sleeping music, and it still didn't work. I don't know why. But anyways, I had the noise canceling on. But at one point during the flight, towards the end of it, the flight attendants got on the PA system, and they asked if anybody on the flight had like doctor or nurse credentials, because there was a situation happening on the plane, and I didn't see what was going on. I have no clue what was going on. But apparently there was some kind of medical emergency happening, and so when we got to the gate, I need to do a pink bin. I need a pink bin because I don't have one. So I'm going to start putting my pink scraps over there because it is obvious that I need to make one. So we got to the gate and they asked us all to remain seated until the emergency people did what they needed to do and got this person off the plane. And he thankfully was able to walk himself off the plane. But yeah, it was kind of interesting there for a moment as everyone was just kind of sitting looking around going, is everybody okay? Like, what's going on? Beautiful shirt. Thank you, Kathy. The plane speeded in the air and it went zoom. You are not wrong, Nancy. Not at all. No worry, Donnell. Donnell's been tending to their elderly Yorkies. So this is another one. It's got green and it's got purple in it. So if I crop it like here, I'm going to get mostly green, maybe a little purple, but if I crop it here, I get purple. So tell me, which bin should I put this in? Should I put this in the green bin and focus on the greens, or should I put it in the purple bin? Like, might be able to get the giraffe's head in there. So tell me what y'all think. I'm going to set it off to the side for the moment, and I have a couple more pieces of that. Maybe I should put one in the green bin and one in the purple bin. Let me know. What did the Bernina booth say about your shirt? Well, the Bernina booth was hopping, and they did not even notice me, unfortunately. They did not even notice that I was there. I think I got one person in the booth that noticed my shirt, but everyone else was working with other people in the booth, so they did not. They didn't catch it. They didn't catch it, unfortunately. Casey says I can't sleep on a plane because I snore and it'd be so. Casey, before we even got on the plane, there were people. I kid you not, there were 3 or 4 people in the waiting area snoring so loudly. I was like, do we want to wake these people or like what's happening? Let's see. Teresa says green. Donnell says green. Kathy says green, green. Rainbow bin, green, 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 green. All right, so I see this. I see a lot of greens, so I'm going to put that one in the green. Green, and then adjust depending on the cut you get later. Good idea. I like that idea a lot. That's a blue. Donnell says, okay, changing my answer to match Fallon's. Fair. Totally fair. Pardon me, I did scarf down a little bit of food before I got started today. Thank you, Jamie, for subscribing. I appreciate it. Jamie in Louisiana. See, I need a pink bin. I need to have a pink bin because this has lovely pinks on it. So I'm going to put that in the pink bin. I'm going to put this one in the pink bin. I'm going to put this one in the pink bin. I'm going to put this one in the pink bin. Is that all? Maybe? I don't know. Lots of pinks. Lots and lots and lots of pinks. All right, that goes in the pink bin. This one is a scrap, but I might be able to, I've got some scrappiness going on, but I may be able to rip it apart because I think this one just might be enough. Yep, this orange is just enough to get a 2.5-inch square out of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and rip it out from the other ones. And then I'll put that into the orange bin. Can you tell which colors I tend to have more of? Did I just drop it? Nope. Let's see. That can go into the scraps. Joy T says, Josie, I get excited. An impulse buy. My to-do list is overgrown. There may have been some impulse buys happening both at QuiltCon and at the Mid-Atlantic Quilt Festival. Oh, by the way, I want to tell everybody, put one in each bin. Oh, it's not a bad idea, I guess, you, Nancy. I do want to tell everybody that I have heard several people saying that QuiltCon is going to be back in Raleigh in 2026. I don't know that that's the case. Currently, I believe it is pulling the metadata from Raleigh 2024, and I have heard a rumor, I don't have this confirmed, and we won't know until April when the Modern Quilt Guild comes out with their announcement announcing the next QuiltCon in 2026. But I don't believe Raleigh is going to be the 2026 host site. I believe that Austin may be the one. Unconfirmed. Don't take that for gospel. So keep your ears perked. Let's see what happens. It could end up being somewhere that we just don't expect. But right now, Raleigh is still on the website, so thus it is kind of still pulling that metadata for Raleigh right now. So stay tuned. We'll find out together. Make a multicolor bin, says Jewel. Apparently, I need to make a multicolor because you and a lot of other lovely friends out there are saying that I need to do that. QuiltCon was a lot of fun, though. I had a great time. I loved meeting. I think my favorite thing about QuiltCon this year was getting to meet so many great content creators. We had a content creator meetup, but I also loved getting to meet a lot of people that I've talked with online and such. So it was great to meet some of y'all, and then it was great to meet other content creators, and it was great to meet other quilters, and I also got to meet Barb. So the story of Barb and I, Barb put in a quilt back in QuiltCon together. That's back in 2021. She put a quilt into the show. It was a portrait quilt of her son and her two people, her son and what she lovingly calls her bonus son. And so it was a beautifully crafted portrait quilt, mini quilt. And what was great about 2021 is everybody got to record audio telling the story of their quilt, which was wonderful. I love that. And I met Barb through that quilt. I found her on Instagram and we started chatting. And she's just been a wonderful person to get to know and chat with, but we had never met in person. So this year we were both at QuiltCon, and so I got to meet her and her wonderful husband, Andy. I went and had lunch with them. It was so great to see each other in person, catch up, trade stories, all that kind of stuff. And I really enjoyed it. So QuiltCon is not just kind of your run-of-the-mill quilt show. I feel like QuiltCon is a little different than all of them. Mid-Atlantic was a lot of fun, but I liked QuiltCon more, to be honest. So it's a lot of fun, and I love QuiltCon, and I'm already having FOMO for 2025 because I said I wasn't going in 2025. I was kind of going to do like an every other year type thing, but I am definitely rethinking that strategy right now, and I am, at the moment, planning on going to 2025. Where would you look first in your mind? Barbara, excuse me. Where would I, forgive me, I forgot what I said 2 seconds ago. What did I say about where would I look for, help. Lisa says, LOL, I got a parking ticket in Raleigh when I had paid for my parking. I disputed it, and I finally got the notice that they were voiding the ticket. Thank goodness. Lisa, I am so sorry to hear that. That is very frustrating. Irish Sail Lady says, I made it back. I had to feed the cats, walk the dog, and now I'm enjoying my coffee and sewing and listening to you. Awesome. Glad that you're here. Here's another pink one. I need to create a pink bin. That is too small to make anything with. Oops. So what are your let's do chat. Let's do chat. What do y'all want to know about my QuiltCon experience? I definitely am opening up the floor to your questions. I would love to help me stay awake. So help me stay awake. Ask your questions about QuiltCon. I would love to answer them and stay awake. Mavgeek says, definitely meeting people in real life was one of my favorite parts of QuiltCon. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Another one of my favorite parts of... okay, whether should go in the... Okay, good. All right. Thanks, Fallon. Appreciate it. Thanks for keeping me on my toes and somewhat here. Hi, Susan. Good to see you. Are you ready for the eclipse? How many of y'all are going to be affected by the solar eclipse this year? I'm so excited for that. I have a countdown timer and everything. That is not going to be big enough, unfortunately. That goes in this bin. Gotcha. Okay, cool. It just might barely make it. Maybe not. Josie says, I heard negative comments about not enough chairs at QuiltCon. Well, I would highly recommend, if you have any feedback for QuiltCon, I would highly recommend emailing them, or if you haven't already filled out the survey in the app, make sure to do that. QuiltCon is asking for your feedback. So I would highly recommend emailing QuiltCon, letting them know your concerns, letting them know what you would like to see more of, and help them work to become a better show. I definitely gave them feedback. I thought the rows of quilts were too close together. It's the closest together I've ever seen. And I was, it was hard to see some of the quilts. It was hard to see them. It was hard not to bump in them. It was hard not to bump into other people. There's a lot going on. So I would recommend sending them feedback. I did give them that feedback. I said the rows were too close together. I apologize. Pardon me. So I would highly recommend giving them that feedback, because the only way we can make our voices heard and hopefully influence the show and make it better for next year is to let them know what we, liked, what we didn't like, and everything in between, Does that make sense? What did you get at QuiltCon? Kevin, stay tuned. I am as soon as we get to a break, I am going to look. I have my first yellow piece. I'm going to go through all the things that I got from QuiltCon and from the Mid-Atlantic Quilt Festival. So stay tuned. Hang on the live with me, and once we hit a stopping point, I will bring up everything and show y'all. Let's see. Casey says, was Becca and Tiffany in a suite at QuiltCon? So they had the hotel room next to Bill and I. It was almost like a dorm situation. I've never been in dorms. I never lived in the dorm, but it was almost like a dorm situation where we had Becca, Tiffany, Mary, Day, Donna, Stephanie from Stephanie Harris. We all had rooms right across from each other or next to each other, and we would just leave our doors unlocked and go in between the rooms. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. Let's see here. I need to go back further. Hold on, everyone. Susan O'Neill Smith says, ordered quite a few pairs of those glasses. You are so welcome. I'm glad you got those ordered. Phyllis says, did you three go to the show on Saturday? I didn't see any video coverage. Phyllis, it was very busy and crazy. We all three went to the show, but we weren't able to really get video clips. It was tight quarters, and I feel so awkward when I film in those situations. So unfortunately, didn't grab any video, but yes, all three of us were there. Cindy says, did you find fabric you were looking for at QuiltCon? Yes, I did, and some that I didn't even know I was looking for. Jewel says, if your head starts bobbing, we know you're about to take a quick snooze. It's okay. It happened. It may happen. We may just be sitting here and all of a sudden it may happen. Who knows? Molly says, hey, Ian, are you just organizing scraps today, or is this for a specific quilt you'll be working on soon? Yes, this is for a specific quilt. I'm going to be working on the Showering Stars. This is a sew along, so if you want to sew along with me, you can. We're going to be working on the Showering Stars pattern, and right now, since this uses a jelly roll, and I didn't want to use a jelly roll, I wanted to use my scraps for this one. I am going through and organizing my scraps to use it in the quilt. Oh, somebody said something else and I missed it. Let's see here. Let me get back to your comments so I can see that. Somebody said that it's their first time here. And I missed it. Where did it go? Lisa says, I agree. There was still space there. They could have stretched the rows out more. I agree, definitely. I think there could have been more space for sure. Deborah says, first time in chat, please come to Phoenix next year for QuiltCon. I would love to meet you and hopefully Becca and Tiffany. I am going to do my darndest to try and get out to Phoenix because it was so much fun this year. It's funny because in 2022, when I was in Phoenix last time, hello, Becca, I see you. She says, come back. I want to very much come back. And hopefully soon I will. I basically in Phoenix in 22, I was like, I don't really need to go to the show every year. This could be more of a like once every 2 years kind of thing. And now that this year was just a blast. It was so much fun. And now I'm like, well, maybe I do need to go every year. It was wonderful. Brat says, I wonder how many quilts had apple trackers in their quilts. I know of at least one quilt in the show that had an apple tag in it, for sure. Teresa says, hey, everybody got busy sewing and lost track of time. No worries, it happens. I'm trying to keep up with chat, but it is going a little faster than I can keep up with, and I just lost the comment that I was about to read. What makes QuiltCon better than the other quilt festival? I'm confused. In my opinion, I tend to be more of a modern quilter. I like bright colors. I like asymmetry. I like, all the things. And so what made QuiltCon better for me was it spoke to me on that level. Plus, there were a lot of people that I knew at QuiltCon, and so it was great to spend time with those people, and also it was great to meet new friends as well at QuiltCon. A lot of the content creators that I follow on Instagram, YouTube, all the places, a lot of them were at QuiltCon. I didn't see too many. In fact, I don't think I saw any other content creators other than myself, Becca, and Tiffany. I did see Stephanie. I did see Sassy. She was there. But I didn't see anybody else. And a lot of the quilts in the show were more traditional quilts, which there's nothing wrong with traditional. Please do not take that as I do not like traditional. That is not true. I like to see the modern designs more than I like traditional designs. So I did see Ben Mollett. He had his quilted jackets in the show. Let's see, Cotton and Bourbon. She had her quilt won a ribbon, and it was on display. I tagged her on Instagram, and it was good to see her work in person. It was just a fun show, but I liked QuiltCon better. There was more interaction for me. Becca says that in her opinion, the amount of quilts and vendors was more at QuiltCon. I also agree with that. I liked the vendors better at QuiltCon. I didn't feel like the vendors at the Mid-Atlantic Quilt Fest really, I didn't really jive with them. Like, I did buy a couple of things at the Mid-Atlantic show, but it wasn't really my cup of tea. There was a lot of more, again, traditional fabrics and traditional things that I just didn't really speak to me, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I do apologize if I'm losing your comment. I'm trying to do my best to keep up with the chat, but trying to rip fabric and keep up with chat can be a little difficult sometimes, so I do apologize. Let's see here. Charlotta Charlotte, forgive me if I said that wrong, says I've got my fabrics picked for my showering stars. That's awesome. I can't wait to get started on this. But again, I'm really glad that I did it this way, where we work on just scraps today, because that's about all my brain can handle today. Louise says, Cara Ora from Wellington, New Zealand. I'm on holiday visiting all of my grandchildren, and this is my first live. I always miss them and don't know why. So, Mora, everyone have a great day. Mora Rose? Are we talking about Mora Rose? The baby. We must talk about the baby. No, I don't want to do a software update right now. Computer, thank you very much. Appreciate that. I love Mora Rose. I love that. Josie says, so Becca, love seeing you and Ian together. It is always a fun time when Becca and I hang out. I always enjoy hanging out with Becca. I wasn't ready to come home. Plus, Mama Nancy was really awesome. Mama Nancy and I had a great time just chatting until the wee hours of the morning. It was a lot of fun getting to spend time with her. I honestly kind of feel like Becca's family is kind of like a second family for me, so I love it. Charlotte says, Fallon jelly roll from the Jan Soya sub box is what I decided. Awesome, that's going to be so much fun. Shelly says, I'm using scraps for my showering stars. I have them picked out. I have a navy background, but I may change it. Ooh, you'll have to let me know what you think about changing it to. Tina says, trying to decide between International Quilt Festival or QuiltCon. I cannot answer that question for you, but I will definitely throw my hat into the ring. I'll definitely throw my hat in the ring and say QuiltCon. Just saying. Teresa says, Fallon, I can't wait for my rulers. That's exciting. Math Geek says, I admit I've already started my Showering Stars quilt. I'm using a jelly roll I bought in 2019. That's awesome, though. No worries if you're going ahead. You do not have to stay with us. You can go slower, you can go faster, you can do whatever makes you happy. Math Geek, your name is Beth, correct? Forgive me. Again, at QuiltCon, I did, like, basically everybody that came up to any of us, I was like, I'm going to forget your name. I know faces. I know faces really, really well. As soon as I see your face, I know who you are. But the names, it's what gets me. I don't know why. When are you starting to sew along for the Showering Stars? Well, Jewel, we are starting today with the sew along. But today, as you can see, I'm sorting scraps. So next week, we're going to be working on putting together the star points. And again, I've broken the videos down into each part that we're working on. So look at each video for the next several Sundays. And in the title, it'll tell you what part we're working on. So for instance, we're going to be working on the star points next Sunday. So during this week, I'm going to take the opportunity to start cutting my star point fabric and getting that prepped. And then we'll work on that next week. Let's see here. Should I cut up my layer cake into squares or strips? Tracy, that's a good question. Does anybody in the chat have a good suggestion? Because honestly, I'm not sure. Sandra says, are you going to the Dallas Quilt Show this month? Yes, I am. My Quilt Vortex will be in that show. I've got to go deliver it to them very soon. And yes, I will be at the show more than likely on Saturday. I will probably be at the show on Saturday. That is too small for that, unfortunately. So if you are going to be there Saturday, let me know. Thank you so much, Fallon. I greatly appreciate you answering questions for me. I have both sets of the trim locks and side locks, and I love them. Teresa, aren't they awesome tools? Anna says, I'm going to Houston International Quilt Festival in October and November. So excited. Anna, I want to go to that someday, but right now, ooh. Guys, which one should this go in? Green, blue, I'm leaning more towards blue because I see a lot of blue and I feel like I can, yeah, I'm going to put that in blue. Although I might be able to get several squares out of this and I might be able to get some of the green and some of the blue. But I'm putting it in the blue for now as y'all suggested. I would like to go to the Houston International Quilt Festival. But unfortunately, that usually falls at a time when I have work commitments. So I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to go. We will see. Jones says, Becca, you have a revolving house instead of a revolving door. Sounds great. Enjoy the time with all of them. Both my husband and I lost both of our parents, so enjoy the time with them. Absolutely. I think that is, I think you're absolutely right on that. Kathy says that you should do strips. Hi, Becca. Please say hi to Tiffany for me. I watch her videos too. Brat says, I wonder how ombre fabric would cut into strips for the trailing tails. I think that would probably look pretty cool. I have 0 red scraps at the moment. I'll get some here in a bit, but I have none. Names have always been hard for me too. I call it namesia. Yep. Instead of amnesia. Yeah, no, absolutely. Brian, I'm right there with you. I don't know why. I just can't seem to get names through my head. I don't know why. I feel really bad too because somebody comes back up to me later and I'm like, you were somebody that I don't remember your name. I'm sorry. That's going to go in the trash. These are too small. I say multi and cut it up. I think so. I think that would be a good idea. Fallon has your back in chat. Absolutely, Shelly. She's doing a wonderful job. Thank you so much, Fallon, for taking the time today to be in my chat and helping to answer questions. That's so helpful. Becca, you should name your home So Becca Hotel with the mission statement where sewing, laughing, and dining promises to make you feel like you are a part of the family. Casey, I could not agree more. I always feel like I'm a part of the family when I'm there. They take such good care of me, and I just love being there so much. It feels so awesome. Especially when I have a chosen family. This is green, so I'm going to put that in green. I tend to have a chosen family, and I love being able to spend time with that chosen family. Hi, everyone. I miss chat is moving so fast. I've missed you all. June, I'm having trouble keeping up with the chat today, so do not feel bad about that at all. And if I miss your question or statement, guys, please feel free to repost it. The chat is moving very quickly today. I'm so excited to see all of you here, but I do apologize that I may end up missing your comment or question because the chat is just moving so quickly today. I'm going to have to add a pink because I'm not going to do white. We're not doing white. Let's see here. I'm planning to go Saturday if we are back in town by then. Awesome, Sandra. I hope to see you there. Look, my first red strip of fabric goes in the red bin. Look at that. I'm not going to put any solids. I don't want any solids. I want patterns. So we'll see how this works. It may be the ugliest quilt you've ever seen in your entire life, and that is okay. It is hard to keep up with chat by myself, Fallon. You are absolutely correct. It is very hard to keep up with chat. All by yourself. All by myself. You're welcome, everybody. Welcome to the karaoke hour. That is a pink, so I'm going to put that in the pinks. This is red. I'm going to put it in the reds. And I think I am going to have to do some teals. I'm going to put it in the green bin for now, but I think I'm going to have to do a teal bin because look at that. That is definitely very, very teal. Hi, Bill. Good to see you. Deb says, hi, Ian, watching from Iowa. Hello, Iowa. Hope you're doing well. So Terry says, this is funny. I remember the names of dogs I meet, but rarely remember their owners. Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged. Been there, done that. Terry, you are never late. Terry says, sorry that I'm late. Please know that anyone is never late to the... What can I do for you? Well, that was really kind of creepy. Like, I just got chills. What can I do for you? I don't know if you can hear that, but my Siri device keeps talking to me, and I'm getting chills. Okay. This is a fun day. That was weird. Maybe Siri's been missing me since I haven't been here. Like, seriously, I have, like, chills running down me. Ugh. Shelly says, my son tells people I won't remember my own name if someone didn't call me by it occasionally. I feel that real hard. I feel that real hard and very much understand that. So blessed with Jess. Hi, everyone. Just pooping in. I'm using Tula also. I'm using scraps from the Queen of Diamond Quilts. Sewing with Jess. I hope you are not pooping in. I hope you are popping in to today's live. And thank you very much for popping in and saying hello to everyone. Sorry, I couldn't resist. I had to do it. I had to do it. Even ugly has a place in the world. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? All right, I think that's all I'm going to get out of that one. Let's see. Oh, thank you so much, Pat Strawhouse. Pat Strawhouse is reminding me there is a wall hanging of the Showering Stars pattern. It's a much smaller quilt. It is a wall hanging size, and if you don't want to do the full size Showering Stars pattern, you can always go for the wall hanging. It is also located on her website. Head down to the link in the description below. Head down to that link, and that one links you to the Showering Stars pattern, but there's also the wall hanging. Check that out. I usually work Sundays, though, through Wednesdays, but homesick today. Will you be leaving the video up? Yes, Jewel, the videos always stay up. They will always stay up. So you are good. You can come back at any time. And I'm sorry that you're feeling sick. I hope you get to feeling better very soon. And when I worked for a paint company, I felt bad for not remembering our regulars' names. So I'd call everyone dear, sugar, etc. to cover it up. Guilty of doing that myself. I couldn't hear it, but things like that creep me out. Fallon, I don't know. That was really kind of creepy. It creeped me out. And when you say seriously, it wakes up my Siri. Okay, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I said seriously, and Siri thought I was talking to Siri, and so Siri started talking to me. Maybe that's what it was. But I definitely got chills as well, so I don't know. Charlotte says, I told my sister about your YouTube channel, and she couldn't remember the name, and she called it the Wobbly Quilter. That's a good one. I like that one too. I like that one as well. Barbara says, I mix pinks and greens and teals, etc., keeping the number of bins down. Yeah, I thought about doing that as well. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling this out, you know. I may go back and end up changing my mind on it and do something completely different. But for now, this is what we're gonna work with. When we moved into this house, our dog sits and stares at things that aren't there, and it makes me think we have ghosts, and I'm not even sure if I believe in ghosts. That's a little... It wasn't your house a new one, I thought? I don't know. Sydney says, what did you say to wake her up? Well, first of all, Siri is male. I have a male Siri. I understand I'm talking about you, but you don't have to wake up right now. Thank you. My iPad just turned on. Spirits are real and surround all of us. Joy T, I am definitely believing that a little bit, for sure. For sure. Jackie says there's also a table runner pattern. So you can do a full-size quilt, you could do a wall hang, or you could do a table runner. Any of those three. Isn't that fun? That's a great idea. No quilt is ugly. They just have their own personality. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Thank you, Pat, so much for dropping the measurements into the chat. She just dropped the measurements of the wall hanging. It is 38 inches by 44.5 inches. Pardon me. All right. What am I doing? I'm doing this. I am looking at my fabric here. What would you call this? Would you call this a red? I call that kind of red, right? It's a pinkish red, but I still call that a red. I'm going to call it a red. I'm going to throw that in the red bin. This is definitely a yellow, so we're going to put that, we're going to pop it into the yellow bin. Boop. This is a green. We're going to pop that in the green bin. Boop. This is a teal, but I'm going to pop it in the green bin for now. Boop. Ian's hearing voices isn't a bad, right? So true. I'm going to call this blue. I feel like this is more blue, so I'm going to pop that in the blue bin. Quilt Meets World says, I've lived with ghosts all my life. Growing up, our front door would open and close every fall, spring, when my late Uncle Eddie would come and visit. The door would always be chained closed. Ooh. See, I love stories like that. I think it's so awesome. I'm going to go with blue for this one. See, that really needs to be more of teal. I don't know. Anna says, I don't really believe in ghosts, but my little dog stares and barks at areas my previous dog loved. One night, he tried to play with my previous dog's toys and suddenly screamed and ran away yelping. Oh my goodness. Sounds like the other dog wasn't too fond of somebody else playing with their toys. I do have a pink bin to the far right, but I feel like this is more red. Like, I know this could be over in the pink bin, but I like it over in the red. I'm going to throw it over in the red. Math Geek says, Ian, I'm not ghosting you. Chat has moved to Shelby. Thank you, Shelby. Apologies. I see your face. That's the funny thing, is I see your face, Shelby, and I couldn't get the name attached to it. So sorry about that. D says, love your sound effects. Sorry, I'm a little loony today, and so I'm just sitting here like blah 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 blah. I don't know. Oh, that's the one did I already open this? No, I didn't. I didn't open this one. There's a lot of pink in here. So I could do a lot of pink if I wanted to. Here's some red. I could do a lot of red if I wanted to. And some yellow. Look at that. There's some yellow right there. Let's put that in the yellow bin. We're going to put that in the yellow bin. Hi, Deborah. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. The sun came out here in the central coast of California. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. I know y'all have been getting a lot of rain lately. Red in the red bin. This is not big enough. Got a whole big piece of yellow here. Look at this. Look how big this yellow piece is. It just goes on and on and on. So I'm going to put that in the yellow bin. But we may end up not using all that. I don't know. We'll see. And there's some more yellow, but we're not going to use any of that. I see that you're doing a Tula Pink Falling Stars, LOL. Should have known. I am actually working on a scraps Falling Stars because I have a whole thing of scraps here that I'm going through. I just so happen to be working on my Tula scraps first. Shocking, I know. Don't forget, Tiffany's going to go live later today, so make sure to check her out. She is going live today. She is still at Becca's, but she will be going live. I don't want to use this scrap in this one, but yeah, make sure to check out Tiffany will be going live later today. Will you be fussy cutting for the pattern? I might. Fallon, I might find a few pieces that I fussy cut, but more than likely I will not. Not all of them, at least. Throw one you put in the red bin, more red. When the red look more pink. When you put the pink with it, it totally depends on... That's very true, Sammy. It's interesting because if you look in this bin here, like look, let's take a look here. All of these at the moment, like they're all kind of looking red. So if I put these fabrics together, they're all looking pretty red to me. But if I took this over to the pinks, like look at how suddenly it changes, right? Like it kind of morphs. So some of these are very fluid, where you can put them in multiple bins, and yeah. Lisa's Quilting Corner says, gotta run. Hope you have a great day. Deb says, I always smell cigarette smoke. People that built the house, the guy smokes cigars. Very cool. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool that stuff happens, you know? This is pink. This is blue. This is blue. Cigar, not cigarette. Gotcha. Teresa says, we moved in our house 4 years ago, and the lady who lived here passed away, and she definitely is here. She'll turn off the light or sometime, turn on or off sometimes, or change my pillow in our spare room. I just talked to her. She changes the pillow. How does she change the pillow? Does she like pick it up and move it around, or like what happens? Does she put a new pillowcase on it? Tell me more. Save those yellow pieces for binding. Oh, that's a good idea. That would be a really good idea for the binding, right? Ooh, that might be a really good idea. I'm gonna put those in there for now, and I'll put the other one in there because you're on to something with that. That goes in blue. That goes in pink. You could do a pink to red section. That's very true. I could absolutely do that. That's more teal, green. This feels blue. What do y'all think? I feel like this feels more blue. I don't know. That's why colors are so fun. Our minds are always wanting to make sense of things. Absolutely. Blah, 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 blah. Agnes says, I enjoyed watching all three of the sewers together. You enhance each other together. I definitely agree. It is so much fun to spend time together sewing and working and being silly and all the things. I loved it. It was so much fun. I just hit the microphone. Sorry, everyone. I need some more water. I do apologize. I'm going to grab some more water because my throat is... Oops, I dropped a piece on the floor. My throat is really dry today. I think it's because I was on the airplane earlier today. And so my throat is a little dry. And I need to drink more water. Guys, I'm so scared I'm going to fall asleep standing up. I'm not even kidding you. Like... I could literally fall asleep at any moment. So it is 2:09 right now. How about this? How about at 2:30 we switch to doing a QuiltCon and Mid-Atlantic Quilt Festival haul? How does that sound? Oh, my chair is getting all threads and everything. Oh, she moves the pillow, Teresa? That's interesting. Tracy says, I just finished month 6, got it late, now off to 7 and 8 before it gets here. You must be talking about the Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt. Okay, good. I scared myself for a second. Because there's something behind all of this, and I was very scared that I forgot to do my due diligence and cover it up, but I did not. So, whew. That was a close one. Okay, I'm not doing blacks. I am doing, woo! We got several in this one. We got nice blue strip there. That's going to go in the blues. And I have a nice big piece of the yellow, so that's going to go into the yellow. Etake? Sorry if I said that wrong. Are you using shoe type boxes to sort? Kind of. These are, how big are they? I think it's a little smaller than shoes, unless you wear like a size 2 shoe. It's 6.5 inches by like 4.5 inches. I thought these were actually bigger when I bought them, but they seem to be a good size to sort with. So let's see. Pardon me. The Traveling Quilter says, just waking up from a nap myself. Good afternoon or good morning. Phyllis says, hydration is good. It helps with jet lag. Yes, I definitely, yup. Pat Boo says, I love seeing the Mid-Atlantic Quilt Show. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Oh, I'm throwing stuff everywhere. I did enjoy seeing it, and I enjoyed getting to... Becca had 2 quilts in the show, so it was really great to see her quilts in the show. And there were definitely... I posted them on Instagram. If you haven't checked me out on Instagram, I posted some of my favorites on Instagram. So this is red. I definitely think... I know it's like... It could be pink. Could be pink, but it could also be red. I'm going with red because I have more pinks than I have reds. This one is really going to depend on where I cut it. Isn't this a fun one? But you never know, like, where you cut it. Oh my gosh. Susan O'Neill Smith says, the elementary school that I taught out for years, definitely some things that made me never stay late alone again, and I am an extremely rational person. Ooh, scary. Deborah says, watching Donna at Jordan Fabrics do the falling stars, and it was great. But not as fun as yours. But not as fun as yours is going to be, I'm sure. I love the scrappy idea. Thank you so much, Deborah. Thank you so much, Deborah. I appreciate it. So I think I want to fussy cut some of this because look at how it gradiates. So I think I may do some cutting of this. So I'm going to set that right there. I also have this one, but I'm not going to use this one. Oh, I just threw this one. Well, I'm going to keep that scrap down there. I have this one as well, but I don't think I want to use that one for this project, so I'm not going to. And then there's this, because I've got red and blue stripes. What should I do with this one? Should I put it in the red? Should I put it in blue? Should I cut half of it, put it 1/2 in red, 1/2 in blue? Let me know. What do I do with this? What do I do with this? What do I do? I don't know what's going on. Ian's gone loopy. That's what's happened. That's what's happened. I need to sneeze again. Pardon me. Pardon me. Pardon me, sir. Can you pass the great Papon? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Sherry says, new to your channel. Well, I'm sorry that I'm this wacky today for a new person here at the channel. Have been Team Tiff and Becca for quite some time. I ordered the pattern and we'll be doing the sew along. Thanks so much for a fun project of scraps. You're so welcome. I'm so glad that you are here and I hope you stay here even with my silliness. Sir, I'm gonna Gates. I'm gonna go with that. I apologize. Hi, Ian. First time catching you live. Love all your videos. Oh, thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. Shahara. Got it. Shahara. Thank you so much for spelling that out. I greatly appreciate it. It helps me a lot. I can't promise that I'm going to put it to memory, but I'm going to do my best. Shahara. Got it. Shahara. That's me trying to put it to memory. Shahara. I was thinking of doing this with you with fabric I recently purchased to make a sports-themed quilt for my grandson. Awesome. That'll be fun. Hi, Janine. Welcome. I got that pattern over a year ago and working Arizona. I guess I need to get it out now. If you want to join in the sew along, I would love to have you join along. It would be a lot of fun. Fabric avalanche, avalanche. You might have to start a rainbow or multi-bin. Absolutely. Half and half. 50-50, says everyone. All right, well, that's easy. Because all I do is I grab my scissors and I find the halfway mark and I go choppity chop. Boom, boom, done. All the strips together would make a cool binding. I agree. Ian has gone punch drunk. Maybe a little. Maybe a little. Don't be sorry. Love your personality. Thank you, Tammy. I greatly appreciate that. I'm so glad. Jewel says my mom passed away when I was 4. My dad said I would get in the rocking chair and sit there, and then it would start rocking. My dad would unplug the Christmas tree lights when we came home, and they were plugged in. Oh my, that's very cool, Jewel. Teresa says you've gotten to the slap stupid from being tired. You are not wrong. I'm getting real slap happy. A loopy Ian is a wonderful Ian. Thank you, Patty. I greatly appreciate that. Phyllis says, where will you be posting our progress? So basically what I've done is I've broken down the next few Sundays. If you go onto my YouTube channel, I've made a playlist for all these Showering Stars videos. And each one of those videos has a title of what we're going to be doing that week. So each week you'll just click on that video. It will tell you what we're going to be working on. During the week, you'll cut your fabric out. So again, next week we'll be working on the star points. Why did I do that? I don't know. We're going to be working on the star points. So during this week, you're going to cut your fabric that is for the star points. And that really helps break down the fabric cutting because there's a lot of fabric cutting in this one. Hopefully that helps break it up. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Let me know if it doesn't, Phyllis, and hopefully I can explain it a little better. Catherine says, Ian, we love you. I appreciate that very much. Donna says, I came in later than the start time, then got interrupted. I've got Ian on double speed to catch up and was sitting here thinking, wow, Ian, you're on a roll today. And then remembered I was on 2X. Yeah, I mean, I could probably talk a little really fast and really fun. Okay. So that goes in purple. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb today. I apologize. We got some red flannel, so I'm going to put that in the red bin. I've got some batiks. Should I mix batiks into this? I don't know. Because the fabric's a little bit different. So I'm going to put it in front of the bin. I'm going to let y'all tell me, should I put this batik into the blue bin, or should I save it for another project? Let me know. Ian, hope you will be taking a nap before Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. I don't know if I am, to be honest. I don't know. I'm afraid if I go to sleep, I won't wake up and I'll miss the time to go to Beetlejuice. So I don't know. So how did your quilt do in Quilt Week Daytona? Unfortunately, I did not get a ribbon. No ribbons. I do get to pick up my quilt. In fact, my friend that I'm going to the show with tonight, she has my quilt. I had it shipped to her house since I wasn't going to be home. And so I will be picking that quilt up today, but just unfortunately no ribbons on that one. Yes, Sherry is asking, when you say the star points for cutting, are you referring to just the star points or the blocks? Good question. So when I'm saying star points, if you look at your pattern, I will look at it with you. When you open it up and look in the, pardon me, when you look in the instructions, it says star point white fabric. Basically, there's a section on page 3 for the Showering Stars pattern, and it says make star points. So basically we're making flying geese. The star points are flying geese blocks. So next week we're going to be making those flying geese blocks. Hope that helps. Let me know if that didn't clarify your question, and I'll do my best to see if I can do it a little better. Irish Sail Lady says, I'm in St. Augustine, Florida. My shop used to be an old lumber mill and fish market, both from over 100 years ago. Once in a while, my measuring tools disappeared and then would show up in plain sight later on. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird how that works? Everyone's saying yes. Okay, so I'm going to throw the blue batiks into the blue bin. Fallon is asking, what is this Beetlejuice thing you're going to? So, Fallon, do you remember that there was a movie called Beetlejuice? Did you know that they took that movie and made a musical out of it? So tonight I'm going over to Dallas Summer Musicals. Wait, that's not the name of it. It's Dallas Musicals. Whatever. Dallas Broadway. Whatever it's called. I'm going to go watch Beetlejuice the Musical over in Dallas tonight. Ian, what is the container where your store uses scissors? Oh, this thing right here. This thing is made by the Gentleman Crafter. He made it specifically for me. It is actually... Can I turn this around? Hold on. Can I turn it around and show everybody without spilling everything everywhere? He made this custom for me, and it's actually got my logo on it. So it is a nice little organizer. It's got I've got a spot for my scissors and pins, and then 2 little things in there. If you want to check it out, Google the Gentleman Crafter, and I believe he has a website. C. Pooley asks, Ian, how was your trip to QuiltCon with the gang? It was so much fun. I had a blast. I loved every minute of it. It was just so much fun. I really had a great time. I will try to dive more in did you notice that March 1st came and went and I didn't have a recap video? Little busy. I'm going to try and recap some stuff in that video, so stay tuned. Let me know in the chat, what color bin do you think this needs to go in? It's got that dark navy background, but it's got a rainbow of colors. So, do you think it should go in one color bin, or do you think I need to start a rainbow bin? Let me know. Carol says, when doing scrap quilts, I always go with color rather than separating batiks and ordinary cotton fabrics. Good to know. I'm glad that I had the right idea when I said I'm going to throw it into the mix. Susan says, my husband was visiting his mom and his grandmother's music box started playing in the middle of the night. When he told his mom about it, she told him the music box hadn't worked in years. That's fun. I love that. Oh my gosh, I've never made a flying geese. Better practice. I'm very new at quilting. Pamela, it'll be perfect for you then. It's especially the way that they do it. They make 2 flying geese at a time. It will be oops, I just knocked those in there. It'll be a perfect practice for you to do flying geese. I would do a navy on that. Okay. And that's not 2.5, so those go in there. Fallon says, yes, I do remember the movie. I didn't know there was a musical. How fun. Yeah, don't take your kids. It has bad language and all kinds of innuendos and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, there is a musical. It is a lot of fun. I cannot wait to see it. I've been wanting to see it for a long time, and I'm super excited. Super excited. Hey Ian, new from Becca, loved watching y'all's live stream together. I'm a young quilter and love seeing us represent. Rosie, I absolutely love that you are a younger demographic. I kept trying, when I was the president of the Fort Worth Modern Quilt Guild, I kept trying to get younger people to come to the guild meetings. I see some people saying purple. sure, why not? I like that. Work. I'll throw it in there. This one feels, let's see, I'm looking on the camera here, and this one kind of feels neutral a little bit. I do see pinks popping out a little bit more, so I think I'm going to go with pink on that one. Oh, gee, I wonder, oh, there's a fabric avalanche again. Avalanche! Ooh, this one's a good one. Okay, now here's a good one. Where should this one go? Should this go in pinks? Should this go in purples? Or should this go in oranges? I feel like orange. I feel orange on that one. I'm going orange. Yesterday I said silvery and I woke up Siri on my phone. So yeah, probably was your Sirius that day. I bet you're right. I bet it was the Sirius. Seriously? I bet you were right. That's not enough to do anything with, unfortunately, for this one. I saw Beetlejuice the musical last fall with my daughter, and it was very good. You're going to enjoy it. I can't wait, Karen. I'm so excited. I saw Billy Elliot yesterday. My parents apparently weren't aware of the coarse language used throughout the musical. Oh, my. Everyone's saying orange. I'm glad I put it in orange. Orange. Put it in the orange bin. Oh, that's not. Oh, well, that's not big enough. That's what he said. What? So this fabric, I think, is definitely going to go in the blue bin. Can you tell what color I like best? Just saying. That's going to go down there. I already have some of this purple fabric in there, so I'm not going to do that. This is a scrap of gray. I don't want to put that anywhere. I have some more blue fabric. Shocking, I know. Oh, it's got that fabric in there too, so that's perfect. There's some more orange. Let's see here. That's too small. That's too small. That landed on the floor. That's too small. Black. We've got some more teal. Feel like that's more green, so I'm going to put that in the group. It's reading more blue on can. That's teal. I'm going to put that in there for now. Deborah asked, did you make your shirt? No, I did not. Oh, many parents. Okay, Pat, I thought it was your parents. Naughty Ian. Did you make your shirt? No, I did not, Deborah. A wonderful person here did the they made my shirt and then they didn't sign the card as to who made it, so I don't know who made it, but I greatly appreciate it, and it's like it became one of my favorite gifts ever. I absolutely love it, so thank you to whoever made it. I greatly appreciate you. Is this 2.5? No, it is not. I didn't realize I had layer cake blocks in here. That's what happens when you start cleaning, right? Ooh, this is definitely a purple. Purple! The color Tula. I like that. Yes, it is the color Tula. Mountain of scraps. Ooh, some more blue. Look at that. I may have to break this bin down a little bit more because I'm seeing a lot of like teals and greens, so I may have to go back into those bins and redo them, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh man, this isn't 2.5. I don't think. Well, this side is. It's just barely, so I'm going to put it in there. Candy's asking, what is the smallest you can go? Like 2.5 inches or bigger than that? So for the this pattern, since it's calling for jelly roll pieces, I'm going the smallest being 2.5. So it has to be 2.5 or larger. We've got more pink. Shocking. More pink fabric. And more pink fabric. Yup, Candy, I will definitely need a bigger bin. Definitely going to need a bigger bin. The last purple read pink on camera. It kind of does read a little pink, but it's like one of those pinkish purples. So I'm going to go more with purple because it's too purple for the pinks, but it definitely has pink in it. Does that make sense? Oh, it's 30 minutes past the hour. Thank you. Thank you for keeping me on time. Karen kept me on time. Thank you so much. All right, let me get these thrown in the bin down there. And, oh look, bananas. This is bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S. And unfortunately, oh, wait, can I? No, it's just too small. Just a hair too small. All right. I will continue working on the scraps during this week. Hopefully when I've had more sleep. And, oh, that's a batik. And that reads purple, so I'm going to go with purple on that one. Hey, Mary. Mary says, glad to see you made it home safely. I did, but I've had no sleep for over 24 hours. All right, so I got an ad right when you... Oh, no, Candy, I'm sorry. Karen just subscribed. Thank you, Karen. I greatly appreciate your support here on YouTube. Oh, that can go in green. That's definitely green, and these are definitely green. So those are going to go in the green. Okay, stop sorting, Ian. Put it away. But there's more. But wait, there's more. Okay, done. Stop. Okay, so QuiltCon haul and Mid-Atlantic Quilt Festival haul. Let's do that, shall we? Unfortunately, I am gonna have to like go off screen and come back on in order to do that because, and I'm gonna figure out a place to put these as well, because I literally have a suitcase full of stuff. So I do apologize. I'm gonna be bouncing back and forth on and off camera. So just please hang in there with me for just a moment while I do all that. I know, don't fall asleep during the show tonight. I know, I need to not fall asleep during the show tonight. I hope I don't. Alrighty, where do I begin? That is scraps. I don't want to lose that. Alright, so let's go. I'm just grabbing some things and we'll talk about them and we'll figure them out as we go along. I don't want to talk about that yet. I also received, this is from... I think it's Claire. I think this is from Claire. If it's not you, if that's not the right name, please forgive me. She sent me some scraps of Tula, as you can see, and then a Halloween type fabric as well. So thank you so much for that. I greatly appreciate those pieces of Tula because y'all know how much I love Tula. At one of the booths, I picked up some Tim Holtz fabric. This is new Tim Holtz fabric that he has out. And this one is the Color Block Mosaic. So I had to get some and I already used it to put together a Hemingway pouch. Look how fun that is. I love how fun that is. So it turned out really well. I definitely borrowed some of Becca's supplies, but I made the Hemingway pouch. I need to post it on Instagram to tell you the truth. So I got some of that. Candy says, oh dang, I'd pretty much be drunk after that many, punch drunk after that many hours. It's, you're not wrong. Not wrong. All right, so we also went to, this was at QuiltCon, we also went to the Thread Lines booth, and they had a quilt kit available, and this is the Continuum quilt kit, quilt pattern, and it finishes 60 by 72. Becca and I and Mary and I believe Tiffany, we are all going to work on this quilt, albeit I have the Juicy Juice fabric, but I think Tiffany's going to use some fabric that she has from her stash. We'd love to do a sew along with this one as well. Stay tuned for details. I need to contact Threaded Lines because they said that they were going to check on the availability of kits. So stay tuned. I promise you we will let you know when we're going to be doing this. Obviously, I'm in the middle of a sew along right now, so we're not going to start another one at this moment, but I can't wait to work on this quilt. Love the Juicy Juice fabric. It's going to be super fun to work with that. I'm looking at the comments really quick. Reminds me of a box of crayons. Absolutely. I so want some of his new fabric. Melissa, it's wonderful. I love Tim Holtz as well. That kit looks very familiar. I don't know where you may have seen it from, but Thread Lines has it. So. Anne featured the Tim Holtz fabric in some of her bag videos a while back. Oh, that's cool. I'm going very much out of order at this point and just kind of pulling things up and whatnot. The Greenland Quilter, we met her for dinner one night at QuiltCon, and she brought Becca and I some beautiful ornaments from Greenland. So there are some ornaments that she brought. They are so... This is 2023 set of silver ornaments. And then also this silver ornament as well. These are all from Greenland. So thank you so much, Katie. I love the ornaments. They made it home safely. And I cannot wait to put them up. She knows that I don't like she knows that I do not like Christmas all that much. And she was like, oh, I hope this is okay. Absolutely. I love them. They are great. They may not go up just during Christmas. So super excited to have those and put those out. Mav Geek says that the Thread Lines were really nice, really enjoyed meeting them. They're good people. I really like them. They are really, really awesome people, and so glad to have connected with them. All right, so I'm going to switch gears. I know I'm jumping around and I apologize, but I'm going to switch gears for half a second. We're going to go to Mid-Atlantic Quilt Festival. Again, the vendors weren't really, there weren't a lot that I really liked, not liked, but what they were selling just didn't interest me all that much. Most of the booths didn't. But I had been looking for A Place for Everything pattern by Annie. And so one of the booths had it, and so I purchased that. While we were still at the quilt show, I had a lovely friend come up to us, and I can't remember. I'm so sorry if you are watching right now. I apologize. I can't remember your name at this moment. If you want to jump in the chat and be like, it's me. I do apologize. I'm terrible with names. But she gave Becca, Tiffany, and myself a little present while we were there, which was so kind of you. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you surprising us with a little something. She gave us, because I've been doing a lot of bags lately, this is the zipper. I threw away the box so I could actually get it into my luggage, but it's a little zipper tool that you can put the zipper into, and then it helps align the zipper so that way it's easier to put the zippers together. So thank you for this. I was actually, I told her I was thinking about getting one of these at QuiltCon, but I was like, no, I better wait, oh no. And then she gave it to us. So that was super awesome. Also at Mid-Atlantic Quilt Festival, I stopped by the Legit Kits booth. I stopped by the Legit Kits booth. I have been lusting after Skulliver for a very long time. But I will admit that the kits are very expensive. I think they are quality kits. I think they are very much worth their value, but they are expensive. So I talked to the guys at the booth and was able to work out a deal with them. Remember that I am an affiliate for Legit Kits. So if you do purchase any of the Legit Kits from my affiliate link, I do get a small commission from them. But I did purchase the Skulliver kit at a really good price. Fortunately, I don't have it with me. I had to leave it at Becca's. I'll get it later, but I didn't have enough room in my suitcase, so I will have to get that later. But Becca and I, she got the Hummingbird kit, and we said that we wanted to do that as a personal sew with each other. So I did get a Legit kit. It's the Skulliver kit, and I cannot wait to start putting it together. So that will come in time. Let's see, what else? After the quilt show, we went to Halo Creations, which is a quilt shop not too far away from the Mid-Atlantic Quilt Show. And Stephanie Harris was there, and the owner, which her name is escaping me at this very moment, but she was awesome, and she had Tula in stock, and so I got, of course, some Tula fabric that you can see here, because, you know, Tula. So I got some Tula fabric, and then I also got a air solidifying, no, not solidifying. Air soluble, that's the word I was looking for. Air soluble pen. I got an air soluble pen that I have been looking for a while. So I did get, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. My chat has stopped too. Is everything okay? Oh. Melissa says, I saw it at Threaded Lines, and every time I stopped by the booth, they said, I just missed you. That happened to me several times. It's kind of funny. Air erase. Thank you, Teresa. Air soluble, air erase. I bought one of those pins because I didn't have it. Let's see. Becca gave me her bag. She didn't want it, so she gave me gave me the QuiltCon tote bag. So I got the QuiltCon tote bag. Ian, are you going to make scrap tips instead of jelly roll? Teresa, I'm going to use, I have fabric saved for, I bought fabric, excuse me, for the stars. I'm not going to use scrap fabric for the stars. I'm only going to be using the scrap fabric for the inside of the stars and then the star trails. Let's see. What do you like so much about Tula fabric? I love how bright it is. I love her designs, especially her newer designs. I love her newer designs more. And I love, like, Roar is dinosaurs. I am all about the dinosaurs. Sign me up for dinosaurs. So love the dinosaurs, and I just love a lot of things about her fabric. So it's just bright and in your face, and I kind of love that. I stopped by the what is this one? Orifil thread. I stopped by I shouldn't do this when I'm so tired. I stopped by the Orifil thread booth, and I got 3 different weights of oh, why is this one green? Did I mean to grab the green one? I don't know if I meant to grab the green one or not, but I did. Did I mean to grab green? I don't know. Anyways, I bought 3 spools of thread. I bought the black, just regular, what is it, 40 weight, 50 weight? Yeah, 50 weight. I bought the regular black 50 weight thread. I bought the, what is this one? .40 weight thread. This is 40 weight in Dove. And then I bought the 12, is that right? Yes, I bought the 12 in Dove Gray because she was showing me how much thicker, like when you're quilting with it. So I bought the 3 different spools of thread from the Orifil booth. Let's see. Yeah, Rosie says that's lovely. I don't know many of her fabric lines, but see the neons often. Yeah, those are pretty awesome. Say that 3 times fast if you, right? Have you thought about using some of the big tulip picture pieces as the center of the stars? Oh, that's an interesting idea, Carol. I don't think I'll be doing that for this one, but that's a good idea for in the future. I like that. I ordered the fanny pack from the QuiltCon pack. I also got the t-shirt. It's in my dirty laundry right now. But I did get the t-shirt and the fanny pack. I need to take the tag off of that. But I got those. And then I got some tags. Are they in here? Oh, Becca was so kind and she bought me the Sewtopia Lego sewing machine. I can't wait to put this together. I have the white one, so thank you so Becca for that. I bought thimble pads because y'all know how much I hate hand sewing. I can't do it. So I'm hopeful that the thimble pads will make it easier for me. Katie says orange is 50 weight and green is 40 weight. Thank you so much. Let's see. Candy says that looks like my must-have at all times thread color in my sewing machine. Yeah, I've kind of switched to 50 weight Dove gray. I kind of switched to doing that one instead of either, because I would do either black or white, but I've now switched to that Dove gray. Got a whole bunch of stickers, like lots and 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 lots of stickers. Pardon me for a moment. So Christy asks, I have a thread question for you all. When piecing a black and white quilt top, do you sew with black or white thread, or does it really matter? If I'm piecing a black and white quilt, I will piece with a white thread, because if you're piecing with a black thread, the white fabric will show the black thread through it. So I would go with a white thread, even though it may show up on the black. You can also look into using that Dove Gray. That Dove Gray seems to blend into everything. Let's see, what else? Oh, I have so one of you lovely people out there made little flat Becca and flat Ian to go around QuiltCon. I saw these all over QuiltCon. It was such a funny thing to look over and there's my face on a flat Stanley or it was hilarious. I loved it. Thank you so much for that. That was so kind of you. And I of course have my name badge and stuff like that. I also got a small little quilt from Mr. Bone Sews. He made me a little trick-or-treat quilt and I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. You have a white Lego machine? I sure do. I do now, thanks to Becca. I got to put it together, but it's in this little package right here, and I'm so excited for that. Can't wait to work on it. Can't wait to work on it. Can't wait to work on it. Carol says with a black and white quilt, she would go with gray. So it sounds kind of like, you know, it's up to your own opinion. All right, got lots in this pack. Let's talk about this pack. I bought a enamel pin from the Crimson Tape booth. I just farted, you're welcome. I bought this rainbow pin at the Crimson Tape booth, and so they threw in this enamel pin, Shine Bright, as well. I also got the QuiltCon official enamel pin, which is not clearing up the video, sorry. Let's see. So I've got a whole bunch of enamel pins. Mary says, I loved meeting Mr. Bone Sews. I did too. She was great. A lot of fun. I love Kim. We've been talking off and on for a little while now, and it was so great to meet her in person. Who put that out? I have the Sally Tomato one. Oh, the sewing machine is from Sewtopia. Sewtopia. Where is it? Here it is. Sewtopia Lego sewing machine. Deborah says that Trick or Treat would be a great postcard. Just saying, absolutely, but it's staying with me because Mr. Bone Sews made it just for me. I love it. Mary got me. I don't know if these are going to show up very well, but they are the clips, but they've got letters on them. So you can like label all of your fabrics as you're cutting them and all that kind of stuff. No worries, Candy. I hopefully brought it up to the camera so that way you could see it a little bit better. Oh, I should get mail today. I totally forgot I had packages. I should go get the mail. Also, I bought from Sarah Hart's. I bought love tags. Handmade with love. And then stitched with love. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. I have mail. I also bought a fourth one of these tags. It's in the mailbox right now, and I'm so glad I thought about that. And then Mary bought me, thank you, Mary. She bought me the Besties in Warm. So this is the Besties from Tula Pink in the Warm. So thank you so much, Mary. This is so sweet of you to get me, of course, Tula fabric that I absolutely love. And then Becca bought me the Bolt Killer pen, enamel pen, because she knows I collect enamel pens. So very excited for that. Let's see. Oh, are you gonna stay? No, it's gonna fall. It's gonna fall. Deborah says, I love enamel pins. Off Kilter Crafter Ian, would you, Becca, Tiffany, and others should have made your icons into pin? That would be a great idea, and I would buy them. I would love to do that, but that is very expensive. Making enamel pins is very, very expensive, so probably will not be able to afford to do that, but that's okay. That is okay. Let's see, what else? So I also got, Katie also brought me over some Tula. She collected these in several boxes, and some of this is like older Tula, and I'm so excited that I have like the otters that's in here and stuff like that. So thank you, Katie, again for that. I love it. The Figo Booth, I got these. This was a free handout. So got some really cool kind of radiated, I guess. I don't know. What would you call that? I don't know. Got a small charm pack, 10 charms in there. I got a Ruby Bee. These were giveaways. So, got some Ruby Bee, just solids in rainbow. And then I also got this fat quarter bundle from Figo. But this was a giveaway that I got from the Figo booth. I'm running out of breath. Oh, and Katie also, this is a star made out of seal. It's seal fur. So that came from Katie, the Greenland quilter, as well. And then I also got from the Threaded Lines booth, I got the Sleuth Juicy Juice Fabric Fat Quarter Bundle. Thank you to Threaded Lines for that. I love this. I love this. I love this. I've had my eye on it for a while. So I love that. Let's see. Okay. Yes, Candy, that's pretty slick. Clips with the letters on them. Yes, I can't wait to use them. It'll help me be more organized. Those clips letters, what company are they from? Hold on. I can tell you once I find them again. It just says Pinch Quilt Clips. Mary, if you are in the chat, do you remember where you got those clips from? Let me know. June has to go, but we'll watch the rest later. No worries. If anyone is still wanting the kit that you bought from the bought at the Quilt Show, there are 5 available on the Threaded Lines website. Awesome. Thank you for checking in on that. I am also talking with Threaded Lines. They may not do the same kit, but they may put another kit together. So stay tuned. Space dyed fabric. Thank you. Appreciate that. No worries, Mary. I will see you later. What else? That's it. One more thing that I got at QuiltCon, but I did not buy it. It was sent to Becca to give to me. I received my second ever quilt. I've only received 2 quilts in my entire life. And this was the second quilt that I got. And I'm going to have to refresh my memory on who sent it to me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to capture at this angle all that well, but I literally slept with this quilt at QuiltCon. It was on my bed in the hotel. Whoops. But there we go. This is a pixel quilt, the Yellow Rose of Texas. I love it. I literally had it on my bed every night, and I slept with it when I stayed at Becca's house as well. So it is a pixel quilt of the Yellow Rose of Texas. Love it. Can't wait to put it onto my bed. And it was made by Brenda, and it was quilted by the Krabby Quilters. So thank you so much for sending this to me. I absolutely love it. And it's really special to me because I have, like, this is literally the second ever quilt I've ever received. So, like, super thank you, super big thank you to you guys for working on this for me. I really love it. I know, it's so awesome, isn't it? It's just so amazing. So I'll always have a little bit of Texas with me no matter where I go. As many of you know, I'm looking at moving out of state, so I always have a little bit of Texas with me, and I love it. I love it. I know, what a lovely gift, right? It's so lovely. I feel so incredibly special to receive this quilt as I try and fold it up, and I'm doing a horrible job at the moment, but but yeah, so thank you so much for sending that to me, guys. I really do appreciate it. And she wrote a beautiful card as well, so thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you, Brenda. She's here in the chat as well. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do. I hope you know how much I truly treasure it and truly appreciate your kindness. I always want to try and convey that as much as possible. It's hard sometimes here on streaming, but I truly, truly appreciate it, and I love it so much. It kept me warm in the hotel, and it was wonderful. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It was a thoughtful gift, Joy T. I could not agree more. Is there anything else? Am I forgetting anything? I think that's it. I think that's all I got. But yeah, and then I also got this beautiful shirt as well. What brand of thread is the Dove Gray? It is Orfil thread. Orfil thread. So, all right, guys, my voice is giving out. I'm so loopy. I'm really tired. I think I'm going to call it a day. We're 3 o'clock right now. I'm still on Eastern time, so I'm actually feeling like it's more 4 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here. Catherine, I really appreciate you saying that. Thank you so much. You are a generous and kind man, Ian. I greatly appreciate that. That means a lot. Like, y'all don't know how much that means to me. So thank you. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to jump off of here. I apologize that today has been a little loopy and a little weird. Don't forget, we're going to continue our Showering Stars pattern next week. We're going to be working on those star points. So look in the cutting instructions and look under the first directions under star points. We're going to be working on that next week. I'm going to be working to cut my fabric during the week, and then we'll work on that. And then starting tomorrow, don't forget that we have the website name that I can't think of at this very moment, SMP Quilt Fest. Remember, my quilt vortex, the one that you see behind me, is in that show. I would love for you to vote for my quilt. You can vote twice a day between tomorrow, March 4th, and March 14th. I would love for you to vote for my quilt. I would love to I would love to receive one of the top prizes for that. So I would love to have your vote, and I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to go enjoy Beetlejuice the Musical later this evening after I get the mail. So glad I thought about that, because they charge me they charge me to hold my packages for me, so I need to go get those. I hope everybody has a great day. Remember, guys, normal is just a setting on the dryer, as I clearly was evidence of today. I love you all. I truly mean that. I hope everybody has a great day. And remember, guys, normal's just a setting on the dryer. Why did I say that again? I don't know, but we're going to end it here. Love y'all. Bye, everyone. Can you tell it's been a long day and it's not even over yet? Love you guys. Bye.